Everyone, Del21 here. So, I'm going to shoot another video. The one I shot yesterday about misunderstandings and solutions is currently being published, and it's saying 30 minutes for that. It's a little bit longer than what I'm pretty much going to do with my vlogs, but again, that was my first one in a while. I typically shoot video basically one time. I don't usually, like, I will edit videos to be a little bit more I guess you can say jumpy around. What are you doing? Okay, I hate the signals that are in the bumper. But I typically like to do videos that are what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Really? Come on. I'm glad I wasn't doing the speed limit yet. And here's the thing, I left my hazards on. Wow. I usually catch those on the camera, but I'm usually not. I usually don't have the mic or anything in. And I usually would have the mic that sits, the mic or the radio that would sit here instead of the one up here. But anyway, I like stuff like that. If I do jumping around in my videos, especially, I don't ride that often because of the time frame that I actually work and when I wake up. So when I do, let's bring the gear down. I don't really get, and for the most part, where I live is mostly highway. So, and I'll show you what I mean. I haven't even gone a mile, maybe 2 miles from my home, and I'm already at the main highway. If I want to stay in traffic, I have to stay on this road, but if you don't want to be in traffic, you need to go ahead and go. Guys, you don't have to wait on them. You have right of way. Oh my God, you yield to traffic that's going across, not traffic that's coming. They're supposed to be in the left lane, you go in the right lane. I do piss off a lot of people that do that, because I'll just pull out there because they're turning. Oh. But anyway, this video here is just basically about I was asked when I was doing my videos with my phone, short videos with my phone, I was always asked why did I go to doing that instead of doing what I'm doing right now. And the reason I did that was because I don't know what you're doing. Okay. But the reason I did what I did, the reason I did what I did, the reason I did it the way I did is for two reasons. One, I don't really like editing my videos that often because I do this just for fun. I don't do it. I don't, like, as you can tell, I don't really have a lot of views or anything like that. So I do it for fun. I don't do it for anything else. So I don't really care if I don't do a lot of editing and stuff like that. The only reason I did video vlogs anyway, motor vlogs in the first place, was because I had got my first motorcycle, which is at this dealership that's right up here, by the way, Hattiesburg Cycles. And it was just something that I wanted to do. I wanted to document, you know, my first rides and all of that. And what ended up happening is that, like, the first week I had my motorcycle, I dropped it as you would. But in that same week, I also had someone in the middle of a turn cross into my lane and take my, at the time I had but the drift I had stuck out a little further. And I normally would use that, but because it's still close to the head. But I ended up having a GoPro that was mounted inside my head, and they cut off into my lane. And what ended up happening was, in the middle of this turn, their mirror hit that camera and knocked the camera completely off my head and knocked me off the bike. So that's why I don't, I don't run a GoPro, especially for on my helmet. And that's also why I went to doing the videos with this, because when I'm doing the video on the phone, I have a time frame. I know how long I've been videoing, and I can cut it off whenever. But doing it like this here, I don't know how long I've been riding. I don't know. Like, I can look down at the time and see, but you don't really focus on that when you're riding, so I don't know. When I'm using the phone, you can clearly hear me. You know what I'm doing, what I'm hearing. I can't control the audio quality and the video quality when I'm doing it like this, and I can't control how long it is except in editing. I don't like to edit mostly because I feel like I'm like taking out stuff that people could miss. Like some people only like to hear you talk, some people only like to see you riding around on the bike. The ones that just like to hear you talk don't mind that you keep jumping, you know, around in your videos, especially if you have cinematic stuff going on. Don't get me wrong, if there is a real dead spot where I'm not talking, I will cut that out. But in most cases, like when you're riding on a motorcycle and you're doing vlogs, some people are there to just watch you ride through traffic. Some are there to hear you talk and stuff like that. And now, like at this situation right here, they are perfectly fine. Don't you get over. You guys are retarded. You're all retarded. The Ford wanted to get over, and then the Chevy wanted to jump in front of the Ford. And the reason I say it's dumb is because you can easily pass the truck on this side, in this lane. So, I don't know. But anyway, another reason I don't like using the camera, you're riding the... Hello. Like situations like that, if I turn my camera off, usually stuff like that happens. And if you go and edit, you have to edit all that out. Now, if you're just doing a short ride, it's not a problem. You could just, you know, if you wanted to, you could just leave it all in, add your credits and your thingy, go, come on, either pass me or... But usually you can leave all that in and continue. I'm gonna get over it because one of the reasons, like, if you're really much like you're not vlogging or anything and you go and you don't care about audio quality or if anyone can hear you, or like if you're gonna just like take that audio out and not care, you can do that and just cut that audio out in that section and add music for that section. But I only do that when I'm at, like, there's a long break in it or I'm not talking. But like pretty much this is just explaining, you know, how I record, not what I do to record, but how I record and why I record it that way. But it's mostly just because I don't really have a lot of time to edit, because I have a full-time job that I work between 12 and 16 hours a week. So I don't really have that kind of time to do that. So I don't know. But I did get a holy crap, traffic slowed really quick. I did get a request to actually Corona life. I did get a request to do some fast riding on some back roads on here. It's mostly from people that have subscribed, that are actually, I won't say close friends, but are friends of mine that are subscribed to the channel, and we haven't ridden in a while. And since I haven't vlogged in a while, a lot of them want to see me do that. So we're actually about to get off on that road. So I will turn the camera off, and I will end this vlog and go to another. And depending on how long this vlog is, I will switch over and add it to another. Well, I'll add it over if I don't. So, peace.